Inspiration Station, WTIM.
Welcome to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark and People's Bank and Trust. They put people first. Well, I have the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce on the phone right now with Executive Director Linda Allen, who's coming off a fantastic evening of after hours, business after hours. What a night, Linda. How did it go?
What a night. It was so much fun. It was tastefully put on by Blake and Brad Davis of Edward Jones at Nesty's Burger Joint upstairs, overlooking the glorious downtown square. It was beautiful. It was a very nice event. It was fun to see. Well, Blake, of course, I see him a lot, but it was fun to see Brad, his dad. When I was talking to Brad, it's kind of funny because Brad was on the board when I started at the chamber, and that goes back some years. So he's still around town, and he's still doing business. He's still the same old great guy. So it was good to connect with a lot of people. I happened to see you there too.
Yeah.
That was
you know, Brad is funny. I like him. He's
so funny.
He told me, I'm sitting there interviewing him, and I say, and he's just kind of going around. And he says, now that I have given you what you need, I'd like to make a prediction on the market. And I was like, go ahead. And he says, well, I would love to have that skill, because he doesn't know. He can't actually predict the market. Nobody can. But anyway, that's kind of an insight into the character of Brad Davis.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly where Blake gets it from. Yep, they are both characters. Great guys.
What did you guys do while you were? I mean, I know what I did, but what did you do while you were at the business after hours?
I mingled. I ate, and I had some drinks. What did you do?
Much the same.
Wow,
Much the same.
Very relaxed, nice atmosphere. We encourage members to come. Mm-hmm. If you've never been and you see the invite, just come, just show up. And if you're a little shy, we'll take you.
Where'd you get that raffle basket from?
That raffle basket was from Edward Jones. That was all from them. They put that together.
Right.
Who won? Yeah.
I don't remember who won last night. I wish
Wasn't
I did.
It Brenda Sperling?
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I think it was.
Well, do you have a December after hours lined up yet, or maybe a pop-up one?
Well, we actually are going to take December off. We usually have it at Ace Hardware, and they've opted to not have it this year. Attendance was really low last year. They put a lot of work into that. So they're going to take the year off, and so are we. We're going to have a pop-up one, and then we all went, you know what? We're insanely busy. There's a lot going on. So if we just take December off and call it a year, we're happy.
Okay.
So last night was our last one for 2022.
All right. Well, it's been a lot of fun, a lot of highlights. I mean, anything from CTI to, goodness, there's a couple of others I know in between, but obviously Nesty's and Edward Jones, and
we had
a lot of great highlights.
Crystal Baker and Kathy Cravens co-hosted, and they did theirs together, which was unique because you bring two different groups of people together that complement, the businesses complement each other. So your attendance is great. The food is always great. Drinks are always great. And we are going to be rolling out that schedule for 2023 really soon. We encourage new businesses that want to give it a shot. Co-host with somebody. Find somebody that complements you and do it together. But we will be rolling that out and just be watching for it.
Do they have to be a member to host one of these business after hours events?
Generally, you have to be a member, yeah.
Okay. But membership is real easy.
It is really easy. Yeah, you just sign up and you get involved, and it's an amazing way to get yourself out there, to network, mingle with people, advertise. There's just a lot of opportunities. Chambers have been around for a long time. Ours is 115 years old. So that's just kind of what chambers embody business networking.
Right. It's in the name too. Obviously, we're talking Taylorville here, but it doesn't have to be just in Taylorville. It's the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. So
we go all over. So yeah, it's a great place. You know, if you don't know what a chamber does, you probably I still can't tell you exactly what we do. All things for all people. It's very funny. Even if your grandma can't find the phone number in the phone book, she'll call us and we help your grandma. No job is too small. No job is too big. Well, some jobs are too, but it's okay.
Well, anything else that you'd like to add about your business after hours events that occurred during 2022?
We just want to thank everyone that hosted and everyone that attended.
Mm.
I think next year it's going to be bigger and better.
Well, you mentioned it. You're already really busy right now at this time of year, and that involves a lot of different ribbon cuttings and stuff. What do you have to announce?
So on Friday, we're going to have a ribbon cutting at Walmart. They're doing their grand reopening for what he's calling the best day ever at Walmart. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to find out. So I know everyone that's been to Walmart is a little frustrated because they moved everything around again, but that happens, and we just got to relearn how to find stuff. So Friday we'll be there at 9 a.m. There's something about the first 100 people getting a prize or something. I don't hold me to it, but I swear Trey said something about that. And then on, let's see, didn't write the date down. How funny. I think it's December 8th. We're going to have an open house and a ribbon cutting at the Taylorville Carriage Crossing facility. That's going to be from 3 to 6. That place is beautiful. They always put on a great show. We're going to go meet Kelly. She is the new, she's the marketing director out there. And it's just always a nice time. It's been some years since we've been back there. Jenny Stevens used to be on our board of directors years ago, and she is the regional manager, I think, or she's got a title, but hopefully we see Jenny there too. So those two things are coming up. It will probably be cold out. Just dress warm. I can't predict the weather, just like Brad can't predict the stock market. He can't predict the weather. So it was all good. So those,
Go ahead.
And I'll see you there.
Okay. What is Carriage Crossing?
Carriage Crossing is a memory care facility here in Taylorville. Started off many, many years ago. Boy, howdy, how many years ago? It popped up. There was a need for that in this community. There's a need for that in all communities. And as soon as it opened, they filled up and they had to build another wing. So it's dementia care, memory care. They have a lot going on out there. It's a beautiful, top-notch facility too. It's just really a great place for your loved ones to go when they need that help.
And again, that's December 8th for their ribbon cutting for their new wing.
Yes, we're sure hoping, because I did not write the date down, but it's stuck in my head as the 8th for some reason. 3 to 6.
Okay, but sometime in early December for sure. And you can go to the TaylorvilleChamber.com.
Yeah, and kind of see what we're talking about. What's going on?
All right. Anything else that's kind of, I know you have your Mistletoe Madness coming up here in December. I want to talk all about that here in just a moment, but I wanted to know if there were any other items on your list that maybe weren't as everything's really significant with the chamber, but you know what I mean. That isn't necessarily that you haven't been something that you haven't been preparing for months.
Well, I have something I've been preparing for months.
Well, I'll listen to that too.
WHOW Anniversary 2.0 in Clinton, Illinois happened this past weekend. So a lot of people might not know what that is, but I did. Randy Miller came to us after our banquet this year, and he really liked how we, I think, decorated and put on our banquet. And he had this anniversary coming up, because this was his 70th anniversary WTIM. WHOW was celebrating their 75th, and he wanted to know if we'd come and do it again there. So we thought, why not? And I got to go visit the town of Clinton. I had never been there. I got to meet the chamber lady there, because that's what we're called, the chamber ladies. Very gracious, very nice. Got to see their downtown, got to go to their country club. Taylorville came to Clinton, Illinois last weekend. So Angela did the catering. I got to do the designing of like the decorations, which I reached out. We were kind of duplicating what we did here in Taylorville. Megan Dane of Megan Dane Events, Weddings and Events did our Taylorville one. Our recent new member is Design with Detail. I went over there and I had them do some balloon garlands and some pop-up balloon things. It was just very cool. It was cold. It did snow, but we had a really nice time. We were honored to be part of that with Randy Miller. So we want to thank Randy for that opportunity. I would have never seen that restaurant on the square. What is it called?
Oh, in Clinton?
Nappers.
Oh, Nappers.
With that giant, huge burger called the Elvis Burger, which we all ate. It was me. My crew kind of fell apart there at the end. Michelle was going with us, and Michelle kind of got sick. So we had to rebuild our crew. So we took myself, Ray Kuntz, and Wendy O'Brien. We all three went and we did this, and we all three ate the Elvis Burger. I don't know. It was a lot. It was really good.
Sounds like I need to take a trip to Clinton.
I think I will go back just to do that again. I mean, maybe every 6 months. I don't think that that's really good for you. And I think that's why it's called the Elvis burger, because it was like 2 huge hamburgers with like 10 pounds of bacon on it. Oh my God. It was a lot.
Yeah, that sounds
I
sounds
heard
like.
your stomach growl. I
Oh,
heard that.
okay. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and take a quick time out before we talk all about your mistletoe madness and all the other events coming up here in December for the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. That's Executive Director Linda Allen here on the WTIM Morning Show. More after this short break. Your stream brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark.
WTIM. Your information station. WTIM.
It's the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Glad to have you along. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. I have the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Linda Allen here in studio. And, you know, Linda, this week I walked into my studio, actually, and not the studio in WTIM, but the Cruiser 98.3 studio that plays classic hits. And one day I left work and it's playing all the classic hits I'm used to. And then the next day, it's all Christmas music, and it's starting to look a lot like Christmas here in central Illinois. So,
Isn't it?
and part of that you guys really have been hammering home as of late is your mistletoe madness.
We have really been hammering all of this as of late. We've been getting hammered by it too. So So some things we want to talk about. Of course, we know Thanksgiving is coming up too. So we want to be thankful and have a wonderful Thanksgiving with our family and friends. And then we're rolling into Christmas. We are going to be doing our holiday festival of trees. It is our first. We talked about this last year, and we really wanted Taylorville to have one. So we're I'm going to call it a low and slow campaign. Like, it's not been, sometimes with events, like when you try something new, sometimes you kind of hope it's a little small in scale, so you can kind of figure it out, the lay of the land, tweak it where you need it, see what you did wrong, because there's always going to be something you did wrong, believe me, what you did right. So I wanted to mention some of the entries that we have received so far, and they have the sponsor that's doing it, the designer, and then the theme. So I'm going to have to talk really fast, aren't I? So
you got a few minutes.
Okay. First National Bank on Spresser. The designer is going to be Mary Erlenbush, and she's going to be doing a tree that is themed of Dreaming of a White Christmas. And then we have West End and Trucking LLC. Brianne West is going to be the designer. Her theme is going to be Buffalo Plaid Buck. I think that's going to be cool. And I should say that's going to be a 6-foot tree. Mary has signed up for a 7-foot tree. We have Taylorville Food Pantry. Connie Carlisle, Amy Hagan, and Pam Moses are going to be designing, I think it's a 7.5-foot tree or a 7-foot tree. Their theme is going to be Feeding Hunger with Heart, sorry. We have Asali Funeral Homes. Lauren Asali is going to be designing a tree. We don't know what her theme is yet, but I'm pretty sure she's figuring it out. So I don't know the size on that one yet either. We have our very own chili pepper pageant director, Brittany Moore, is going to be designing a tree. It's going to be a 6-foot tree. It's called Escape to Candy Mountain. She said there's going to be some people that know about this. Do you know about this?
No, I don't know about this.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
I don't know much about it. I have to watch a video apparently. Just Google that. We have Carriage Crossing, Rochester and Taylorville. Kelly Tierney is going to be the designer. She is going to be designing a 5-foot tree, and her theme is fun and games. We have Jeff Peabody Country Financial. The thing. It's size again. I have to get him checked. His designer will be designed with detail. He is going to be having a holiday festival tree. Oh, no, he's doing a wreath. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can do wreaths too. We have Countryside Vet. Well, Stacy Funderbrook from Countryside Vet is going to be designing a green and white and black tree. Sorry, I'm looking at the boxes that are text. So if I read funny, it's just my eyes.
No, it's okay. You're doing fine.
Yeah. Angelo's Pizza Catering. They are going to be doing, the ladies of Angelo's are going to be designing an Italian pizza tree. It's a 5-foot or 6-foot tree. We'll find out. That'll be interesting. An Italian pizza tree.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Are they going to have,
Will make us hungry?
Right. Is it going to grow some pepperoni for me?
I don't know. So Taylorville Skilled Nursing and Rehab is going to be doing what? A Grinch tree. That is my favorite. I love the Grinch. Cool. I'm not afraid to admit it. I have a Grinch tree. It's going to be a 7-footer, so that will be really neat. There is Heartland Developer Partners. Our very own Cindy Frisina is going to be having a tree designed by Main Street Floral, which will be really cool because that is Barbara Trainer. I'm pretty sure she knows what she's doing. So hers will be a 7-foot tree. Really looking forward to seeing that one too. Our very own Tom Calvert, our very own Chili Faz chairman. He does all the cooks. He's doing a chili pepper tree, and it's going to be a 4-footer. Of course. I wonder if that'll have chili on it.
Maybe.
I wonder if it'll smell like.
We have time to share maybe one more.
We have Mark and April Wolf of Wolf Ranch. They're going to be designing a 4-foot snowman tree. I saw a picture or video that April did of that this morning. It's super, super cute. So that's entries I have so far.
How can someone sign up for an entry?
Get a hold of us, 824-4919. We will hook you up. That is good until I believe tomorrow. We extend the deadline to the blah, 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 blah. We extend the deadline to tomorrow, I believe.
Okay.
So give us a call. We will set you up.
Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Linda Allen. Thank you so much, Linda.
Thank you for having me.